like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
Hello everyone, welcome back to JHope. In the ever-evolving world of K-pop, where every moment can spark global conversations, BTS once again proves that they don't need grand stages or dazzling performances to capture hearts. Sometimes, it's the quiet, unfiltered moments that leave the deepest impact. Recently, fans couldn't stop talking about a simple yet meaningful gathering: RM, Jin, Jimin, Jungkook, and JHope coming together to share a meal. At first glance, it may seem like just another casual hangout. But for ARMY, this moment feels different, softer, warmer, and filled with an unspoken intimacy that's impossible to ignore. And as always, when all eyes are on them, one connection quietly steals the spotlight once again. Jimin and Jungkook, whose bond continues to grow in ways that feel both subtle and deeply emotional. Simple moments often turn out to be the most meaningful, and that is something consistently shown by the members of BTS. Amid their demanding schedules, global pressure, and constant spotlight, even something as ordinary as sharing a meal becomes a moment filled with warmth, comfort, and genuine connection. This time, fans are once again drawn to a quiet yet heartwarming scenario: RM, Jin, Jimin, Jungkook, and JHope gathering together to eat. At first glance, it may seem like nothing extraordinary. But for ARMY, these simple interactions carry deep emotional weight. Every glance, every laugh, every small gesture becomes a story worth holding on to. And within this shared moment, one bond continues to stand out in a quiet yet powerful way: the connection between Jimin and Jungkook, often lovingly referred to as Jikook. Picture the scene: a table filled with food, soft laughter echoing in the background, and a sense of calm rarely seen in their busy lives. RM, as always, might guide the conversation effortlessly, blending thoughtful reflections with light humor. Jin, never missing a chance to brighten the mood, likely fills the space with his playful jokes, making everyone laugh without trying too hard. With his unique and introspective personality, might sit quietly at times, observing the others with a gentle smile, soaking in the moment in his own way. Meanwhile, JHope radiates his signature positivity, his energy lifting everyone around him, ensuring the atmosphere stays light and joyful. But somewhere in that shared space, something softer unfolds. Jimin, known for his warmth and attentiveness, naturally takes care of those around him. Jungkook, who often expresses himself more through actions than words, seems most at ease in Jimin's presence. Their interaction doesn't demand attention. It simply exists, quietly, naturally. Maybe it's the way Jungkook notices what Jimin is eating, subtly making sure he's comfortable. Or how Jimin instinctively adjusts something near Jungkook without even thinking. These gestures are small, almost invisible, but they carry a depth that words often fail to capture. There is an unspoken understanding between them, a kind of familiarity that can only come from years of growing together, through challenges, success, exhaustion, and shared dreams. From their early trainee days to becoming global icons, they've built something that feels steady, real, and deeply rooted. During that meal, there might be a moment where Jungkook bursts into a soft smile because of something Jimin says. Or perhaps Jimin looks a little tired, and Jungkook, without hesitation, tries to lighten his mood in his own quiet way. These are not grand gestures, but they are sincere, and that sincerity is what makes them so powerful. Is it romantic? Some fans might see it that way. But beyond labels, what stands out is the emotional closeness they share. A bond shaped by trust, time, and countless shared experiences. What makes moments like this even more special is the contrast with their public lives. On stage, they are global superstars, commanding attention from millions. But at that table, they are simply six friends enjoying each other's company, laughing, talking, and creating memories away from the spotlight. And within that simplicity, Jikook's connection continues to evolve. It doesn't need dramatic moments or grand declarations. Instead, it grows quietly through everyday interactions, through shared meals, soft glances, and unspoken care. Fans, of course, can't help but feel deeply moved. Not because they want to imagine something that isn't there, but because what they see feels genuine. There is a certain honesty in the way Jimin and Jungkook interact. Something unforced, something real. In the end, this simple moment of eating together becomes more than just a routine activity. It becomes a symbol of comfort, belonging, and connection. And for Jimin and Jungkook, it is yet another moment where they can simply be themselves, free from expectations, existing side by side in quiet understanding. We may never fully know what they feel for each other, but perhaps that's what makes it so beautiful. Not everything needs to be defined to be meaningful, because sometimes the most powerful emotions are found not in grand gestures, but in the smallest, quietest moments. And that is why, even in something as simple as sharing a meal, Jikook can feel more romantic than ever, not because of what is shown, but because of what is felt. In the end, what makes this moment so unforgettable isn't the setting, the food, or even the occasion, it's the feeling it leaves behind. Watching BTS simply exist together, laughing and sharing a quiet meal, reminds fans that behind that fame, they are still just people who find comfort in one another. And within that warmth, the connection between Jimin and Jungkook continues to shine in the most effortless way. Not loud, not forced, but deeply felt, built through years of trust, understanding, and shared moments that don't need words to be meaningful. Perhaps that's why fans can't look away. Because in a world full of noise, what Jikook shows is something rare, something quiet, sincere, and real. And sometimes, that kind of connection is more powerful than anything else. No matter how big the stage becomes or how far they go, these small, intimate moments will always be the ones that stay closest to the heart. And maybe that is the true beauty of it all. Long after the cameras stop rolling and the lights fade, what remains are these quiet memories. Moments that don't need validation, explanation, or definition. Just a shared space, a simple meal, and the comfort of knowing someone understands you without having to say a word. For Jimin and Jungkook, these moments feel like a safe place, something constant in a world that is always changing. And for fans, witnessing even a glimpse of that closeness feels like being invited into something deeply personal and genuine. As time goes on, many things will evolve, music, concepts, and even the paths they choose individually. But the quiet bond they share, the kind that reveals itself in the smallest gestures, is something that seems to only grow stronger with time. And perhaps, that is why Jikook continues to feel so special. Not because of what is seen on the surface, but because of what lingers underneath, soft, unspoken, and undeniably real.